Have you ever wondered how the United States became the world's sole superpower? It's a journey rooted in history, geography, and pivotal global events. The story of America's rise is one of rapid growth, strategic moves, and seizing critical moments in time to solidify its position on the world stage. Before diving in, let's define, quote, superpower. It's a state with dominant capacity to exert influence and project power globally, covering military, economic, and cultural spheres. America's path to superpower status can be broken down into key phases, starting from its early foundations and accelerating through the 20th century. The groundwork for future dominance was laid in the 18th and 19th centuries, focusing on expansion and consolidation within its own borders. America benefited immensely from its geography, vast natural resources, a massive continental size, and, crucially, being geographically isolated from the devastating wars in Europe. The late 19th century saw America leap forward during the Second Industrial Revolution, quickly becoming the world's leading industrial power. The two world wars provided the critical springboard for the U.S. to transition from a major power to the dominant global leader. World War I turned the U.S. from a debtor nation into a major creditor, financing the war efforts of European allies and strengthening its financial position. While other industrial powers were devastated by World War II, American industry was untouched, allowing it to rapidly mobilize and supply the world, emerging wealthier and stronger. Following World War II, the U.S. consciously engineered a global system that cemented its dominance. The Bretton Woods Agreement established the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency, making the U.S. the center of the global financial system. The Marshall Plan poured billions into rebuilding Western Europe, creating allies, markets for American goods, and political influence against emerging communist threats. The Cold War became the defining ideological and geopolitical struggle that ultimately confirmed America's superpower status. The bipolar conflict between the U.S. and the Soviet Union forced countries to align, often benefiting from American economic and military guarantees. The arms and space races demonstrated America's immense capacity for technological innovation, a key factor in its ultimate victory over the Soviet Union. With the collapse of the Soviet Union, the United States stood as the world's only dominant superpower, a position that continues today. American cultural exports, from Hollywood to technology, exert a, quote, soft power influence, shaping norms and values worldwide. Economically and militarily, the U.S. remains unmatched, with the largest economy and a global network of military alliances and bases. America's superpower status wasn't achieved by chance, but through a unique combination of advantages and historical opportunities. Key factors include its abundant resources, insulation during world wars, economic institution building, and victory in the Cold War. While new global challenges emerge, understanding this history is crucial to grasping America's enduring role in the world.